Should have used hydrochloric acid. Joke, because it was a joke because hydrochloric acid would probably like melt your walls. And you tell me about things that are supposed to be bad and you're over here swallowing hydrochloric acid? I don't trust anything you say. Listen, if you ever die unexpectedly, I know what the cause was. I see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So is that you that you're declaring victory on killing a spider? I see. I have a spider that lives in my work car. I find his web all the time. Yeah, a couple times I've seen him like hanging there. That's cool. Listen, if I told you how many times I have a spider crawling on me every day at work, you would lose it. You would lose it. Because spiders live in mailboxes, and so when you open mailboxes, they like to crawl out because you scare them. And so sometimes they crawl out and crawl under, sometimes they crawl around, sometimes they crawl further in, and sometimes they just crawl on your hand. You like it? Don't like it. I was gonna say, that seems out of character if you liked it. These spider hands? Imagine spiders crawling all over these hands. Yeah, just imagine spiders crawling all over them. Spiders crawling all over them. Tell you what, man, that was a good purchase. you're totally serious when talking about the spider? Oh. Get excited about talk about spiders. Don't know, because I love spiders. They're my best friends. I told you, I used to feed the spiders when I was a kid. Actually, no, I don't like spiders at all. But it's weird. It's weird. It's one of those things where spiders, I don't like spiders when I'm at home, but I'm okay with them, like, in the wild. I was just, right, and I was like today, I was just sitting there in my car, and, you know, I feel something crawling on me, you know. I look down, and there's a little spider crawling on my leg. And I just wipe them off and be like, hey, don't do that. If I was at home, I would unleash hell. Yeah, on the desk, not on me. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that. Cause I don't understand. I don't understand why you immediately correlate that the spider's going to get you in your sleep. Then. Okay, you know what? You know, and sometimes spiders will crawl into bed and stuff. Here. Just don't think about it because you're sleeping. You can't do anything about it when you're sleeping. Are you one of those people that believes that spiders crawl into people's mouths when they're sleeping? Yes, they wouldn't. That is true. That is. Well, they like humidity, actually. Yeah. Well, not only that, but you're breathing too. You know what I mean? Like the breathing part is also a big, like, oh, there's air coming out of that. I don't want to go near that. That whole thing about you swallow this many spiders a year is bunk. It's not true. It's not true. That's why I said it that way. Yes. I found this royalty-free video game sounding music. I know me and you were talking about, because I guess he's never gotten in any trouble for playing video game music during his streams, so, or they don't mute his VODs. I guess that's the main thing. I don't know if YouTube would. YouTube's a little bit more strict about it, but I don't necessarily care about these going on YouTube, honestly, that much. No one really watches them on there, and they're. I almost start putting these on YouTube just to be like, can I? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Wait, what? Yeah. Well. Like. I guess can I wasn't quite the right word. Speaking of things, bugs crawling on me, I just had a bug crawling on me. I don't know. Just I can't think of just to be like I did it. I did that thing. I uploaded a video of me building a gun. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And I still... The bugs really... I don't know if bugs... Well, some bugs care about sugar, but... Not a lot of them. Okay. That's a weird fit. That can't be right. But it is right. Because there's no other way it could fit. I just must not have these like perfectly straight. Let's see. Urgh, squeeze. Interesting. Okay, good enough. Yeah, it is okay. Mm. I like this little track. This is a good one. I'd play a video game with this song in it. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Where the poke at? Where the poke at? Hmm. Hmm. Weird. Oh boy. Alright, it goes. I do the same. Doesn't really matter. Those are really bad. Not as madness. We were good. We had a lot of fun while you were gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll have to rewind and watch. The only part I heard of that was I always rewatch Coffee. I think leaving and joining helps. I mean, I can hear you now. I don't know if it has. I don't think it usually has anything to do with the server. I think it has to do with just whatever codec they use just degrades over time. Why? Oh, no, I need you to explain me that one. Why would it have anything to do with a stone? Fair enough. I see. I see. Best part of waking up. Because I don't know. Oh, that's right. They told me that that YouTube link doesn't work. Can you click on that? Oh yeah, you're right. It says 404 not found. Yes, I answered my own question. I need to go in and fix that. Yeah, well, even if you hover over it, it shows you kind of like a preview link, and all it says is 404 not found, which is surprising because I'm pretty sure if you type in. Let me see real quick here. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second here. What are... No. No, that's... I think it's supposed to be not channel, but user? Well, I know that there's a version of the link that's like one big, huge, like, jumble of letters and numbers, but... Well, if we'll try it uncapitalized. Or it's still okay. I will. Here, I'll just give you my Stream Elements account and Billboard Baggins. Radio shows. Yeah, any of that stuff. Hi, Billy Mays here. I think if you tried don't take this the wrong way. I think if you ever tried to advertise for me, it would be terrifying. Advertise for me? Just like it would just be like a half-hour long commercial of you just talking to the camera, telling people why they should watch my YouTube channel. But it would be a bunch of stuff where instead of being like actually talking about like the content that's on there, like you would talk about the root beer reviews, you'd be like, they're very good root beer reviews, and he's so handsome and so sexy, and he's just got the best voice, and it soothes you. You could just put on the playlist of root beer reviews, and you could just listen to it for hours, and it would put you to sleep, or it'd keep you awake even, because it's so entertaining. And he's so cute, and it's so good, and you should really watch it. And then it's just a half hour of that. Just a half. He's got on his face. It's like looking in the mirror. What? I don't know how effective they would be. She's still talking? You're still watching that commercial? Yeah, I can't stop watching it. It's so weird. Put it on as an ad beforehand when they're monetized. It's unskippable. How did she make them unskippable? This is ridiculous. I don't want to watch these videos anymore. It have like the opposite effect. Come on, come on. I like the idea that your idea of being a manager is also very similar to being a ringmaster for a circus. She always wears that like very elaborate like suit thing. What is up with that? She's got like the lion taming whip. I mean, I get what she's going for, but I don't understand why. Nixium or whatever. Jeez. Imagine if it was like that, except for the guy who was, what was the name of the guy? The main guy. Imagine if he was just walking around going like, they just keep following me around. I can't get them to stop following me around.
They treated me.
Oh, that's nice. Just imagine if he was just like really confused by this cult of people following him around. Yes, that's the joke. I know who these people are, but I don't know why they keep following me around. Yeah. But every time I would say something, you just hear, be like, what was this? I'd be talking to someone, they'd be like, what was that? I just heard someone gasp. I was like, oh, that's my cult. That's my cult. What do you mean you have it? Cult, they're a cult. Yeah, that's very different. Oh, Entourage? I think entourages are usually not stalking the person. Yeah, I'm gonna blow your mind here, but most of the time when someone's being stalked, well, I won't say that they're aware of it, but once they are aware of it, they're still being stalked. Well, if it was you and Lobra, it would be a little weird. A little weird. Yeah. Having two people stalk you at the same time is, as a team effort, that's a bit like that story. No, because that's not how that would work. It would be more like a pellet sandwich. Yeah. Oh. I don't feel like that's a sandwich then, though. Yep, don't like it. I'm gonna veto that one. I don't. Yeah, those are my favorite things, as you can tell. And there's only there's only room for one person to do that, so. Only accept so much adoration before I go and hide in a hole. Oh, I mean like total. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Oh wow, that slides so much better than the real grade. That's is that how it's supposed to be? Like I almost am in disbelief that that works that well. Huh, okay, cool. Where are we at? B19. A lot of B's on this one. B's! 19, there we go. I might cut this stream short today. We'll see. Well, it's already almost an hour. I'd like to get at least one leg done. I feel like I haven't gotten as much done as I should. This in my... Yeah, but I like to be consistent. Wait, let's see. I need R1. Number 1 off of R1. By the way, I was going to ask you, did you watch, I know you said you watched the replay sometimes. Did you watch the last one when I was doing the size comparison between the perfect and the master grade shield? You had left, so you didn't actually see it live when it happened? I think you left. Well, you weren't there when I was showing it, because I remember when you came back, I was like, oh, you missed all the good stuff while you were gone. Bathroom or something? This song sounds like a really big ripoff of the Ocarina of Time opening theme. No, you'd have to go back to the start because it really the start of the song is very reminiscent of the beginning of Ocarina of Time, the home screen or whatever. You know what they need to do is they need to put those out on. I was gonna say, no, I was gonna say the Switch because that's the Nintendo one. I mean, like I said, they have the really good ones that came out for the 3DS, but you know, not a lot of people own 3DSs. Well, a lot of people own them, just I wonder if I can get those in the Nintendo store on the DS. And at least I have them, because I think they're hard to get. Mhm. Yeah, I'm very I think handhelds don't get enough love. They really don't. I think especially the DS, the original DS. That was well, Final Fantasy 3 was on the original DS. And then I mean, you could play old Game Boy Advance games too on it, which that was Final Fantasy. I think they made 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 for the Game Boy Advance. 7 originally? It was on PlayStation 1. Because back in the day, up until basically PlayStation 3, you would get 3 Final Fantasy games per system, I guess you would say. So like on Nintendo, like the original NES, there was Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. And then on the Super Nintendo, they released Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6. And then on the PlayStation, they released Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. And then on the PlayStation 2, it was 10, 11, and 12. And then on the And then on the PlayStation 3, it was 13. But then they made 3 sequels to 13. Or 2 sequels to 13. So it was kind of like the old days, except for it was only like 1 game and 1 character. It was, instead of doing like, we did 3 numbered Final Fantasies, we did 1 numbered Final Fantasy, and then we made 2 sequels to it. And then PS4 had Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy 15. And then PS5 is going to have Final Fantasy 16, which looks really good. I haven't really cared for the Final Fantasy games since 12, really. Like 13 I've never finished. And 14's an MMO, and you know, I don't really play MMOs that much. And nobody I know plays Final Fantasy 14, so that's another big reason. And 15, I should play 15, because 15 was made by the same guy that made the 7 remake. And I've heard that it's, at least the battle system is very similar, and the thing is that's the thing that I love the most about Final Fantasy 7 remake is the battle system. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I love any RPG battle system where you can combo stuff. Well, not just that, but like anything where it's like, I mean, yes, yeah. I mean, basically, that's basically it. Yeah, anything where it's just like I can I can time it so that all three of my characters are doing like a specific set of moves at a specific set of time. So I'm doing like this maximum amount of damage that I can. It's so enjoyable when you see a plan come together like that. Yeah, no, it's all going on. If you have everyone, if you're looking at everyone's bars and everything, and all their bars are full at the same time, and I go over to Cloud and I go, all right, do this, 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 and then immediately switch over to Tifa, and then go do this, this, and this, and then immediately switch over to Aerith, and then I tell her to do this, this, and this, and then I hit go, it all starts happening right then. Yeah, no. I mean, it's pause time when you're picking what you want them to do. But then, like... Yeah, well, and that's what I mean by, like, comboing this stuff. Because it's like, when you know, like, oh, this character over here has this ready to go, and this character over here has this ready to go, and those two abilities work well together. It's kind of like time kind of pauses and very matrixy in that way. Great game. I like that game. I'm a little upset because they're doing a special edition of it that has more in it. And like, I don't know if I really want to replay that game. Like, I really like it, but, you know, I don't know if I want to replay it for, you know, 10 extra hours of... Not 10 extra hours, it's probably more like 2 hours of extra content. So, I just saw today, too, they put out a trailer for a game coming out. I don't know when it's coming out, but one of my favorite games, one of my favorite games when I was in high school, was probably around the time that I played it a lot, was Battlefield 2142. Or wait, yeah, it was 2142. I just realized I just disappointed myself by doing math in my head. Because the new game is 2042? Oh, no, I'm disappointed. I just realized that they put out a trailer for... I thought they were remaking 2142, and the new Battlefield is called 2042, not 2142. Anyway. Well, yeah. So I'll put it... Okay, let me explain it better. So when I was in high school, the big Battlefield game that was out was Battlefield 2. It was just Battlefield 2 is what it was called. And it was just like modern combat, like, you know, and fighting in the desert, stuff like that. But then they made a side game based off the Battlefield 2 engine called 2142. And the idea was that that was when the game was happening. Like, you are in a war that is happening in the year 2142. So like, there's like, some of the soldiers have like rocket packs, and like you can drive mechs, like you have mechs fighting in the middle of the battle. Like, you know, that was right up my alley. Even back then, that was right up my alley. No, they never ran on PS3. But there was 1942 on PlayStation 3. No, 1943 was on PlayStation 3. I remember that because they went with the whole 3 thing. Anyway, so yeah, I was that game. That was probably my personal favorite Battlefield game. You know, because, you know, obviously it's in the future, and you can drive mechs, and and just it hit all the things that I like for sure. And so today they put out a trailer, and I remember watching the trailer and I was like, oh cool, this is they're remaking Battlefield 2142. I love that game. And then just now, as I was saying it out loud, I realized that it was for 2042, which means there's not going to be any mechs. It's not going to be anything like that. It's just going to be like a little bit in the future. Everyone has fancy goggles. That's the extent of it. Listen, I'm very disappointed. I want a game. I would love to play a game that's like 2142, because I love the idea of just like, you could play as a soldier, you could and run around on the ground, you can hop in a jet, you could do stuff like that, but there are also giant mechs walking around blowing up stuff. I just want a game where I can be a mech pilot. I love games where I can be a mech pilot. What do you mean? Could I be a mech pilot? Oh, I doubt it. I assumed that probably. Well, there was that one game you were watching me play that one night. Why can't I think of what it's called? Mech Warrior. You saw me playing that. You didn't like that? You didn't like playing? You didn't like Mech? Oh. And then there's another one really should play. Everyone says it's very good. And man, I really should. It's called Titanfall. But the difference in that one is that, like, at least this is what I can tell from watching other people play it. Is like, imagine you're driving a Gundam, right? And you're fighting a Gundam, and there's other Gundams, and you're fighting each other, and you're out on the battlefield, and you're blowing each other's ships up. And then, like, let's say your ship gets blown up, right? Imagine that you get out of your ship, and now you've got like ODM gear, and you're flying around the city, like using ODM gear to like shoot at other people and stuff. Like, it sounds ridiculously fun. Also, from what I've seen from videos, is like the people who play it are insanely talented. Like, it's all just like playing against a bunch of Levi's, basically. Hold on a second. I'm gonna be... So this is what I wanted to show you before. So, at the screen, can you see? Okay, so this is the shield for a high grade. Okay. And then you can see here, this is the shield for the master grade. This is the one I'm making right now, or at least the bottom half of the shield. You can see it here. So you can see how much bigger the master grade is, right? And this is the shield for the perfect grade. What do you mean? Yeah, so This is actually, this isn't even, technically this is only this part right here. Just that bottom half. So this is how big a perfect grade is compared to a high grade. Uh-huh. Yeah. This is unicorn. I think I've actually shown this to you. That shield right there. Okay, so this is the real grade unicorn. This is a 1/44. This is the box for it here. Okay. This is the one I'm doing now. This is the master grade. Alright, so this is the box for the master grade. This is the one I'm doing right now. You can see, it's very big. It's hard to tell how big it is because of, but just here's the box for the real grade sitting on top of the master grade, okay? This is terrible. This is terrible. You can't tell how big it is because the camera's too close in. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see the difference here on the other. Here, actually, you know what? Let me do it. There we go. The real grade box. This is the master grade box. So you can... Real grade is 1/144 scale. Master grades are 1/100th scale. Okay. So that's what I'm building right now. Is I'm building this one right here right now. This is the perfect grade, okay? Ready? I'm building the master grade right now. This one right here is the one I'm building right now. This is the perfect grade right here. And perfect grades are 1/60th scale. Yeah. The thing is like there's only maybe like a dozen perfect grades that even exist too. They don't do they don't make a lot of perfect grades. Yeah. No, that was a high grade. It was a huge box. Listen, here's the thing. Okay. So you gotta remember that Gundams are that was a high grade. So high grades and real grades are the same size. I'll say that. So the high grades and real grades are 1/144th scale. So, but remember, that means that they're to scale, right? So the reason why Penelope is so huge is because it's 1/144th to scale of how big Penelope would be if Penelope was real. So compared to other mechs, that's how big Penelope is. Huge Gundam. Yeah, she's very big. The biggest Gundam or biggest mobile suit? Because mobile suits, a Gundam is a type of mobile suit. But there are lots of mobile suits. Like there's there's Gundams, there's Zaku's, there's why am I blanking out? There's Zeongs. So if I was to say the biggest mobile suit is the Neo Zeong. The biggest mobile suit. But the Dendrobium is close. Dendrobium's really close. Now here's the thing. The Dendrobium. I have the Dendrobium. There you go. Remember the Dendrobium. The Dendrobium is a high-grade kit, which means it's 1/144 to scale, which means that like if they made a perfect grade version of the Dendrobium, it would be like the size of a bed. Like it would be huge. Here, I'm getting it out. I'm gonna show you. Second biggest, next to the Zeon. So I'm gonna do this again for size comparison reasons. This is the perfect grade unicorn. This is the Dendrobium. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, like, this one, I'll spin it around so you can see. That's what it looks like. And like I said, probably. Remember what I said, though? This is 1/144 scale. So, if they... This is a high grade. This is the smallest version of this. Yeah. They would never make a master grade of this. That would be too expensive. Like I said, if they made a perfect grade of the Dendrobium, it would be the size of a bed. It would just be the size of a bed. You would just be able to sleep in the Dendrobium. Pause the stream to pause or something, but I'm going to show you something if I can. I'm almost done with this leg, and that's really as far as I wanted to go anyway, so I might as well be a little educational and then show you this. Let's see. Okay, so you saw how big the Dendrobium box was. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, dude. I'm going to show this to you real quick. There we go. Can you see that? Yeah, sure. So that shows. So you saw how big the Dendrobium box was. That's the Neo Zeong box sitting on top of the Dendrobium box. Yeah, the Neo Zeong is the biggest model they've ever made. That's the one that I've had on hold for 2 years. What do you mean? That's the one that never got shipped, and they were like, we were supposed to get them, and then we never did get them. So. Right, exactly. I can say at any time. They already offered me the chance to yeah, they were like, they asked me, they were like, I mean, you can hold it if you want to, but we really have no idea when we're gonna get more of these. They told us they were gonna send us more. I've already looked on there. Oh yeah, they have a ton of stuff. One thing I did notice about the Panda place though is that one thing that, and I was a little like, meh, was like it looks like they changed their prices based on rarity. So like all the places that I go to around here, right? Let's say I go there and they have a Neo Zeong, right? Neo Zeong MSRP is like, I think $275 or something like that. If I went to a store, I'd be able to get it for $275, right? But it looks like Panda is the type of place that's like, oh, the Neo Zeong's out of print. We're gonna charge like $500 for it. And the reason I say that is because, like, for example, they had they actually they have a model set that I really wanted that was a pre-order only thing that I just totally missed out on. They're called the V8 and the Mercurius, and they were a double set that they were selling. And I missed the pre-sale because it was kind of when I first discovered Premium Bandai stuff. And now if you were to buy the models off the pre-order website, off of the Premium Bandai website, I think the models, both of them together, were maybe $40, right? For two high grade models. That's not a bad price at all, actually, especially for something that's a premium Bandai. When I found they sell them on the Panda website or at their store for 150 Canadian. Yeah. I was like, yeah, right. So basically triple what they probably paid for it. They're selling it for. People do that. Except for they usually like have like custom paint jobs and all that fun stuff, so. And I'm not there yet. One day. You know what, honestly, the biggest fear of mine is just ruining one of these. Know what I mean? Yeah, just like painting it so badly. Like that just looks so much worse than what it did when I got it out of the box. And I've explained it before too, like I'm not really into like custom colors, at least not yet. Every once in a while I'll see something where I'm like, oh man, that's really cool looking. I really like the colors that they went with there, but like eventually, you know, I'm gonna have to make some sort of teal Gundam or something. I just gotta figure out which one I want to do. Because you know, I do want to get more into painting. I've been watching all these painting tutorials, and I'm just like, one day, man, one day, you know. I've learned some very good stuff too. There's two people I've been watching, and also I'll mention them. Is I believe one of them is. See, now I need to look because I don't want to get their names wrong. I think one of them is Frosted Snow, I believe is her name. And she has an excellent paint mixing videos that just basically very simply explain how to mix paints in a very super simple way. Yeah, Frosted Snow. Oh, that's loud. I didn't mean to do that. And then there's I guess Barbatos Rex. Yes. Okay, so there's this YouTuber, Barbatos Rex. He's incredible. Like, not like it's not tutorials or anything like that. He does have some good tutorials, but mostly what he does is he's been going through every single brand of model paint and testing them and showing you like the best way to thin it and stuff in an airbrush. And like, so like all you have to do is go like watch one of his reviews of a paint, and he's done like every paint I've ever seen, and now he's doing paints I've never heard of before. Like it's so cool. But yeah, Barbatos Rex and Frosted Snow. Frosted Snow, I know she is just started, kind of like she's had a few videos of like her painting models and stuff, but like just recently she started making tutorial videos, and those tutorial videos, just the couple that she's put up have been a couple of the best tutorial videos I've ever seen in my entire life. Just so her workflow, I guess you would say, is so on point. Like it's just like, oh yeah, I do this, I use these bottles, I mix it this way, if you do your measurements this way, fill up this way, you're gonna have perfect ratios almost every single time. And it's like, oh, you're a godsend. because everyone has like different opinions on ratios, but being able to find someone who's just like, no, here's the simplest way to do it is beautiful. It's a nice thing to have. Like, oh, all acrylic primers, this is the ratio it should be. All lacquer should be this. All metallics should be this. Like, oh, okay. That makes my life so much easier, just knowing. Which is kind of funny because I'm sitting here talking about how much I like Barbatos Rex, and Barbatos Rex is very much like, it seems like he has specific ratios for like every brand he tests, so he's kind of the opposite. But I still really like his videos. They are very educational. I gotta wonder too, like, for people who've been doing this for like a really long time, I'm sure there's probably paints that have probably gone out of business and stuff. Wonder what you do in a case like that where it's like, oh, I was using this specific kind of paint this whole time and now I can't get it anymore. Like, what do you do? That must suck. Although I don't know how much that would happen, because now that I think about it, like, for example, like Gundams, all of their colors are based off of a very specific paint brand, and they have been since the beginning. They all use Mr. Color in their instruction manuals as being like, yes, this is the paint you need to buy from Mr. Color to get this specific color that we want your Gundam to use. First, holy cow. Looks very scratchy, which is weird because he's been very it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. That's weird. This oh wait, 8.6. What? What is this? Okay, this is super. Oh, did I not do this? Oh, interesting. Okay, I forgot to build something apparently. Okay, let's see here. F3. Yeah, okay. So I guess I'm supposed to build a couple of these to put on here. Aware of it, because it wasn't part of the main instructions. Off on the side, which is really strange. I've never seen that before. You know what's funny that I kind of stumbled upon was Gunplot ASMR. And I thought that was really funny because, like, for example, like a big part of it is the sound of the clippers, the nippers cutting through these. And it's funny because I use God hands, and God hands cut so good that they don't make like a click sound when you cut through stuff, because it just cuts through it like it's butter instead of like, you know, metal cutting through plastic. So It's almost like if you were to do Gundam or Gunpla ASMR, you'd almost have to get like a bad set of nippers to be able to do it. One just like a bad blade that make too much noise when you cut through stuff. Although, who was it? I think I heard that Display. I think that's how it's pronounced. They're a modeling tool company, and I've heard that their nippers are almost as good as God Hands, but they're louder. So maybe that's what they're using. I will say, like, the ASMR part of it doesn't do much for me, but I will say that that part of it, of the whole thing, is they also put it together. They snap it together, and that part does kind of, I really like that part, because I don't know, it's almost like watching someone like put together like a Lego set or something. Here we go. We go. All right. Oh, there's another piece. Ah, here we go. Somewhere here. Hiding on me. Let's see here. How did that good? No, it was like that. Oh yeah, it's barely noticeable. This goes on here. Ah, there we go. And then that goes odd. Fits, it fits. That's how I'm gonna. Oh, that doesn't make sense. How's that? Okay, so I did mess something up here. This is supposed to... Ah, there we go. I think I fixed it. Okay, let's see if that works right now. What? There we go. There we go. Harry Potter. Neat. Alright. Now I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. goofing and goofing. Just finish the fight. Let's see. G. Ooh, jeez, that scared me. between feet. Okay, good. Leg. Chonky. It's so hard to explain, but it just feels so much more substantial than a high grade that it, like, I don't know, really heavy. There's a weight to it. Like I could death with the Gundam. And he's such a big boy. I can't even imagine what the perfect grade's gonna be like. Look at this. He's a big guy. Right to my hand. Not pulling out one of the other ones to test it, but yeah, crazy. All right, well, one leg down, one leg to go. Backpack and final assembly and weapons. And then I gotta transform him so he can be transformed. I'm sure they have the transformation instructions back here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there we go. I don't know, look at this thing. It's so big. I don't know how to explain it, because like it just, like, the leg feels so much longer than the ones on the high grade and the real grade. Like, he feels so much taller than those. I don't know why. It's weird. Anyway, so that's it. That's it for this one. Watch the profanity. And I hope you had a good time. Alright. Good. Glad to hear it. Everyone go to sleep. Too late. It's all past your bedtimes. Good night.